Hi, Dar here with Artisans. We just made some new dies, some Bonsai Pot dies, large and small. This is the small one. And so we're going to demonstrate how to build a small bonsai pot. Smooth side up. Installing the die here. Make sure that it's centered on your extruder. Alright, I'm going to put some clay in there that we've already put together for the extruder. And we'll start our extrusion of the small bonsai pot. Extrude as much or as little as you like, however big your pot's going to be. Okay, notice the foot is extruding much less than the wall of the pot, which is good. We like that. That's what we want. And here's what your extrusion looks like. Remember I mentioned this is a brand new die for us, so work with me as I build this for the first time. This I made off camera. Here's my slab. I did use a slab roller to roll that out. And I have and here's a shape template that I used to create that shape. Now, the way this is being built, this curved side is going to be the outside of the pot. And I want to get my size. Okay, I'm not going to cut this in the corner because it would be hard to mend there. So we're going to go ahead, cut through the width of both pieces here. Oh, this doesn't fit all the way down. Where's that new tool? Here we go. And right there. Oops, I just jabbed my fingernail into it. Alright, and then that will fit nicely when we score and slip. So now we're going to score and slip the bottom of our wall and the top of our slab. Got some pre-made slip here. We'll fix this seam in a minute. We don't necessarily want to smooth this entire seam. We want that look there, so I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to pat this down. Okay, now on the inside, we are going to make it watertight on the inside. Not with that. So I'm going to take this little plastic spatula here. Just kind of sew the two pieces together. I'm going to take care of this seam here now. Mend the wall together. And you can do that by smoothing here. You can press a mold. I don't want to use too much water. Okay, that seam is basically held together now. Now I kind of seamed the two insides together with the plastic spatula, but this die was also specifically made that you could push it down. So can you see me here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We could push this down. There's enough clay in there, a big enough lip to make it a nice, healthy seam all the way around. I'm going to use a wet sponge to finish smoothing this down in there. It's the inside of a pot, so I'm not concerned with discoloration necessarily. I just want a nice tight seam to hold the soil and the water. Okay, basically I'm putting sponge water, smoothing out all cracks with water evenly, so the clay will all be the same color once glazed. Remember, a bonsai pot does not get glazed on the inside. Any planter pots shouldn't be glazed on the inside. Okay, bearing with me as this is the first time I've ever done this, you can see that some of this overhang and some of it doesn't necessarily, so you can make that more consistent when you're building it. I don't like this look right here, so I'm going to kind of put these together, lightly push these together with this spatula. Okay, so we've smoothed out all of our edges, and we want to put the feet on, but we can't quite do that yet. We have to let it dry, so when we flip it, the bottom doesn't cave in, and then we'll put our feet on from there. So let's let this dry. Now would be a good time to put the holes in the bottom of this bonsai pot. I'm just going to prep the feet and get them ready to attach. I've pre-cut some pieces. Here is your foot extrusion. I just measured 1-inch pieces. You can use your pin tool to cut it, your cheese cutter. I'm going to make the ends straight a little bit right there, and then go ahead and measure out 1-inch pieces. Probably use 4 feet here. You can put on as many as you want. You could also cut this at a fancier angle to give it a more delicate look. So when you put it on, it will look a little different than just the blunt cut at the end. But we have these blunt cuts and are smoothing the edges out with the brush or the sponge. We will be using, notice the shape of the foot. There's one curved surface right here. We're going to be using that on the outside of the pot as a decorative feature. You could also, if you have a round pot, or even this kind of pot, you can just do one huge foot all the way around the whole thing, and you don't have to do it in pieces like we're doing it. Okay, I think it's dry enough, leather hard enough to attach the feet. I did put the feet under some plastic so it wouldn't dry as quickly since it's smaller, but we should be able to attach them now. And we put a small curve in it so we could put it on the corners like that. We're going to score and slip these things, the feet, to the bottom of the pot. I'm going to put it where I want it. Take it off and score that side too. Add a little more slip. And place. Give it some pressure. And moving on. Make sure that you do it the same way all the way around, or you'll have slightly different feet. No big deal. Make it unique. That's going to go there. I'm just going to smooth out the edges a little bit. I pushed down as hard as I could without misshaping the feet or the pot. Make sure that your pot is leather hard because you don't want the bottom to start caving in at this point. You can't turn it and let it dry on its feet, otherwise it'll smash its feet. Feel free to embellish any way you like with designs on the side. Smooth out wherever you need to smooth out. Don't forget to sign your work and date it if you like. Okay, we're not going to take you through the glazing process. Here we are with our finished piece. Be sure that you let it dry enough where your bottom doesn't cave in or out. Our feet are dry enough to withstand the weight. Be sure and like us on Facebook and Instagram. Visit us at www.old-artisans.com. Thanks for watching.